Y'all, Amos Hargreaves is a farmer out in Virginia, in rural Virginia. He's a 10th generation farmer out there, kind of along the West Virginia border. And his family for 10 generations now has owned orchards. And they grow all sorts of different things, but one of the things they grow are pawpaws. If you've never had a pawpaw before, they're kind of melon kind of fruit. They remind me of cantaloupe. And one of the neat things about the pawpaw is that it takes like at least seven, sometimes more years before this tree will bear fruit. So it's kind of a long game fruit. Toward the end of Amos's father's life, as he's planting these seeds for these pawpaw trees, he knows that he's not going to be around to see these trees bear fruit, right? His son is. His son's going to continue that work after he's gone. Amos himself knows that toward the end of his career as a farmer, the end of his life, as he's planting these trees, that he's not going to be around for them to bear fruit, but that he's planting the seeds for those who will come after him. Jesus in our gospel is at the end of his earthly ministry. He's planting seeds that he knows he won't be around for. And at the end of his earthly ministry, although he'll die and be resurrected and ascend, that he won't be around. The end of his earthly ministry is really the beginning of ours. Jesus spent his time with us, loving, teaching, healing, sacrificing for those around him, that it would bear fruit. Then it becomes our turn. Jesus plants the seeds and nurtures them for a while, but then it becomes our turn to be the ones who keep nurturing them. Our job is now to go out into the world, love as he loved, teach as he taught, to heal as he healed, to sacrifice, to be sacrificed as he sacrificed, and to sacrifice. We, just like Amos Hargreaves, are continuing to nurture those seeds that were planted for us. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and they were talking about, not going to church and not really seeing much point in church, and saying, I don't get, I can't love God without having to go to a church. And I said, absolutely. You can absolutely be a good person and love God and love your neighbor without going to church. But one of the things about it, when I look at St. Stephen's, is this is kind of like, it's our orchard, right? This is the place where we come that before any of us were around, St. Stephen's was here because people planted the seeds here for community, for fellowship, for love, to build a place that people could come to and receive unconditional love and to be formed in the life of a God-loving person. You can absolutely see that when you come through the door. Why the church? Because this is a place where we can then also ourselves plant seeds. We can plant seeds as well so that the generation to come after us can continue to nurture it. And St. Stephen's will continue to be here long after I'm gone, you're gone, and none of us are around here anymore. St. Stephen's will still be going on doing its thing, largely because of what seeds we plant here along the way. And when other people come here and find it to be a nurturing community that offers unconditional love and welcome to our neighbor and serves those in need and forms young hearts and minds to love God, they'll be able to do that because of the seeds that we planted here. So that's why in my mind, that's why we have the church. So our last Lenten discipline, we've got one Sunday left, so one time for one more Lenten discipline, to think for ourselves about what kind of seeds we're planting. When we go, when we teach and we heal and we love in this world, what are the seeds that we're planting so that someday someone else will be able to, just like Amos came along after his father, continue to nurture and grow the kingdom? And so in that way, in following in the great tradition of the high priest Melchizedek, we're really gardeners. We're really gardeners, like Jesus said, sowing wheat, growing good food. So for that we say thanks be to God. Amen.